What is going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today is April the 11th. I want to give you a quick pre-market update, go over some of the hot movers and everything else that you need to know. But first, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that said, let's get right to it. So starting off, PPI and also initial jobless claims just came out. Market was taking that so far as a positive, despite initial jobless claims coming in a little bit lower, as well as PPI or a core PPI coming in a little bit hotter than anticipated on a year over year. But who cares? The market's taking that as a strong positive. So I'm sure as well, there's some aspect that's a rebound that is happening behind the scenes, especially yesterday's sell-off was pretty significant. But looking at the fear and greed index, it is exactly at 50. And yesterday it was roughly around 62. So the market has taken CPI as a very strong negative. And like I've signaled in the past, any sign of, I guess, popping from that hope associated to rate cuts, you're going to see a very swift pullback. So no doubtably, this is why it is in the neutral category right now. But despite that though, you're seeing a lot of big volume getting into a lot of these stocks I'm going to talk on. So getting right to it, SOFI, no official news, no SEC filings as of this morning. You are seeing a nice rebound, as you can kind of see. So it's been all over the place. So it was as low as $7.45 pre-market. And then of course data came out and that caused it to have a nice jump up. So right now it is up 0.66%, but with it right here at $7.61, you'll want to watch for this 764 for it to be broken and potentially have enough momentum to get above that. And so I think that could be possible. We'll just have to wait and see, especially their earnings was it 2 weeks away exactly or something like that. So you will see more of a FOMO aspect kicking in closer to that date. But beside the point, shorts aren't doing anything whatsoever. 16.8% of the free float is being shorted. So just kind of watch them closely. Banks are unveiling their earnings tomorrow. So no doubtably SOFI is going to as well get affected by that. Moving to ELYM Therapeutics, tickers ELYM. So far it is up 55.81% pre-market due to this right here. So 120 million private placement. This is what they do in case you are curious. So you can always pause it and read through it. This company is not heavily shorted, so 0.26% of the free float is being shorted. It is one of those low floaters, so that's usually what the market generally does like. But beside the point, I think that news that did come out is relatively good. With it right now at $4.17, it is trading between this pivot and this R1. So flirting with this R1 right now, so you'll just have to wait and see if it does get above that. So if you are looking at trading it, just watch this R1. In my opinion, I don't see it pulling back to this pivot point right here of 322. So most likely it's just going to be flirting with this R1 throughout the day. So that's just my own opinion, of course. Moving to this company. So this is RENT, so Rent the Runway. It is up 28.92% based off of their Q4 and also 2023 annual earnings. So I think that's a good sign. It has been beaten down very much. So down 87.87% on the 1 year. And in 2024 alone, down 29.86. This is what they do. So other specialty retail based out of Brooklyn, New York. But when it comes down to the short data, it is very skewed. So it's showing 357% of the free float being shorted. And that is because they recently did a reverse stock split, as you can kind of see. So on April the 3rd, a 1-for-20. And sometimes Ortex takes a good week to adjust and whatever behind the scenes. So this is why I don't take that for face value, that 357%, because most likely that is not correct. On a side note, if you are looking for a lot of good compiled information all in one, or if you're ever curious on if a company has done reverse stock split, their earnings, financials, everything, take a look at Seeking Alpha Premium for a 7-day free trial. But with rent up this much at $9 and whatever and change, but right now with it at $9.61, it is above this R3. So like I've indicated in the past, based off the technicals, 9 times out of 10, unless it's a very justified reason, it will get dragged back in because it is outside the Bollinger Band. So again, that does mean that it might be pushed down to this 937, so this R3. So that'll be a strong support. For whatever reason, if it does continue to kind of just go up, then you'll just want to watch the whole numbers for resistance points. Moving on to this stock right here, so ALPN APVO, tickers ALPN. It is up 36.36% pre-market based off of this news that came out after hours yesterday. This is what they do right here. So biotech company based out of Seattle. Seasonality from April until July usually goes up, and plus looking at this company, it does have a market cap of 3.08 billion, and over this last 1 year it is up 506%. So pretty impressive stuff. And despite that huge increase for the year, you see a lot of shorts. So 11.88% of the free float is being shorted. So something to consider. In a lot of these stocks, shorts aren't doing anything. So maybe they're just waiting until the market does open to kind of adjust. But with it at where it is right now, it is above all these support and resistance points. So kind of just take note of that. So it's just going to be kind of creating new highs essentially. So that is a good sign in my opinion. And then finally, this stock right here, tickers APVO. I'm not going to butcher their name. I'm probably going to say it wrong, but it is down 58.33% based off of a massive public offering of 4.6 million, and especially considering their market cap is 1.28 million, no doubtably it is going down. Seasonality over this last 7 years, April seems to be a good month, clearly not anymore. May and June, whatever, but throughout the rest of the year seems to be pretty crappy. This is what they do. As far as if it's heavily shorted, 11.95% of the free float is being shorted. Utilization is 100%, and 58.55 thousand shares overall are being shorted. So this stock is a low floater. So essentially, if they had good news, which I don't anticipate it, given the circumstances right now, you could see it a very nice pop, because this kind of meets the criteria of what the market is looking for in squeeze stocks, kind of low floaters and whatever. But with it at now sub $1, it is below all the support levels. So it is essentially in free fall, similar nature to what I mentioned. You just want to watch whole numbers. So that $1 most likely will be flirted with throughout the day, and then vice versa, it'll be probably 95 and then 90 cents. So kind of extreme, but obviously this is what happens with dilution. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. What other stocks are you watching essentially? And one final thing, make sure you guys take advantage of this promo. Simply sign up for a new account, throw $100 at it, and you get 7 fractional shares of the MEG 7. So a $35 total value. Take advantage of this, link in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.